Our next guest has just what you need to get into the great outdoors and enjoy some relaxation and fun, coupled with some exercise for those gorgeous spring and summer days ahead. Nirve Sports is one of the leaders in unique and customized bicycle cruisers, which have become a trend and a half with their innovative designs incorporating such big names on their bikes as Paul Frank, Hello Kitty, John Deere, and many more. With us to tell us more about these awesomely cool cruisers is Dan Bond, the company's president. Welcome to the show, Dan.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Pleasure to be here.
Well, tell me, how did you get into this business with these cruisers?
Well, I've been in the business since I was 14 years old, and all that time I've noticed that the industry was focused on the enthusiast. And when I had the opportunity to come on board with Nirve, I wanted to do something different that was something that would appeal to the average individual. So we designed a line that has a lot of fashion and fun built into it.
Absolutely, and they look like so much fun. Now let's get into the line a little bit. Let's talk about it. Let's start with some of these cruisers. Talk to me about some of them, starting maybe at this end.
Sure. These two here at the end are our ultraliners. They're our newest models. They're very lightweight aluminum frames. They have narrower tires with high pressure, which allows you to ride the bikes easily. If you're going to be doing some commuting, maybe, this is the type of product you'd be looking at. And they also feature our new automatic 3-speed transmission.
Wow, pretty neat. And the color green, let's talk about this one. So this is about the same as that, only it's more female bike,
This is a ladies' model,
ladies
and this is the men's model there.
Men's model. Now, what about the cruisers? They have the thicker tires here.
The cruisers are more like the old-fashioned bikes that have the balloon tires. People like them because of the stability. They're a lot of fun to ride. They're easy. They're not very complicated, and they also allow a lot of expression of your personality with the different styles that you may choose from our line. Now,
talk a little bit about the uniqueness of the product. Like, for instance, the seats.
Well, what people really don't like about cycling is typically they go out and they come back and their butt hurts because it's been on a narrow saddle. So we have a nice wide saddle with double springs on it, which absorb the shock and allows for a nice easy upright riding position. You can see everything that you're going on and enjoy the ride rather than being an exercise product.
And they're beautiful too. I noticed some of the handlebars and seats are custom tooled with design on them as well.
We look at the product as a complete package. So when you look at our bicycle, everything's been thought out. Therefore, the grips and the saddles match. If you look at the tread pattern on the tires, like this one here has a flower tread pattern on there. So the whole product has been looked at as a unique package rather than individual pieces that go on a bike.
Now talk about this bike on the end. This is a unique one too, with the skulls.
This is a favorite of our top end of the line. This is the skulls model. It's a little bit more of the motorcycle themed, hot rod theme. It has big, thick forks that look like motorcycle suspension forks. It has front disc brakes on it like motorcycles do. So it gives you that Harley kind of a vibe.
Yeah, and the wheels, I noticed, some of these wheels have different colored, like white walls and then different color on the inside. That makes them very unique as well.
Correct, and again, it's back to the package look. For example, this ladies model here, you can see that the complementary color of the rim works with the graphics as well as the rest of the bike.
It's beautiful. Now talk a little bit about the automatic transmission, how that works.
Sure, actually it's a beautiful system. Very technical, but nothing for the user to have to worry about. The way it works is it has a front hub that's a generator. As you ride the bicycle, it generates electricity and has speed sensors, and it powers this little computer here.
That is so cool.
At certain speeds, it tells the unit to shift. And so it's a 3-speed transmission. It does the shifting for you up and down, making it easy to climb hills or go down hills.
That is so neat. And let me see, people of all ages really can enjoy these bikes. I would think that it's great for the family get-together gathering. Everybody goes together.
We find that from about 13 years old and up is the size that people can fit these bikes.
Now talk about some of the health benefits that come from cruising on the bike and how bike riding actually can help with the global warming.
Well, you know, today there's a lot of problem with obesity in the United States and globally. And part of it is because everybody's been sitting around on the computer or watching television and not getting outdoors. This is a great way to get out, become active. It's low impact. And at the same time, you're exercising, but yet you don't feel like you're exercising because you're having fun on the product. And if you can use this to go down to your local coffee shop or restaurant, nearby shopping that you do, you avoid using the automobile, therefore you're not burning fossil fuels.
Absolutely. Now, what type of feedback have you received from your customers?
Well, it's interesting. We get emails, we get JPEGs sent to us all the time with people to customize this product. Because for a lot of them, buying it is just the beginning of the experience, and then they start to personalize it by changing parts out and making it their own product.
Well, Dan, I got to tell you, some of these bikes are the most unique bikes I have ever seen, bar none. It has been such a pleasure meeting you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much for having me on the show.
Now for you folks at home who would like to order your own Nirve sports cruiser bike, simply log on to the web and visit www.nirve.com, or you can call them toll free, 888-296-4783. Once again, the site to visit is nirve.com to get your own unique cruiser that you and everyone will be sure to love. Be sure to visit them today.